Have you ever given your trust to someone only to watch them shatter it like it meant nothing? It stings, right? The moment you realize that all your belief, all your sincerity was taken for granted. And you know what hurts even more? Not everyone deserves your trust, and even fewer deserve your respect. According to Stoic philosophy, your time, energy, and emotions are precious. They're the core of your power, and when you give them to the wrong people, it doesn't just cost you, it robs you of your peace, your clarity, and your ability to live purposefully. In today's video, I'm going to show you 9 types of people who are never worthy of your trust or respect, no matter how well they disguise themselves. I'll teach you how to spot them early, how to protect yourself, and how to rise above the damage they could do. Trust me, this video will be a game changer, so stay till the end, because once you know these truths, you'll never let these types of people get close to you again. People 1. The manipulator. You know the type. They twist your words, play on your emotions, and somehow make you feel guilty when they're the ones who hurt you. Manipulators are masters of control. They don't care about your feelings, your well-being, or your peace. What they care about is bending your reality to serve their own selfish needs. They'll tell you one thing, but their actions speak a completely different story. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." When you're around a manipulator, they'll try to control your response. They want to pull at your strings, get under your skin, and make you react emotionally. The best way to deal with manipulators is by doing the opposite of what they expect. Do not give them the emotional reactions they seek. Don't let their chaos pull you in. Stay calm, stay grounded, and respond with logic and reason, not emotion. In their world, control is power, but in your world, calm is strength. The moment you stop reacting to their manipulation is the moment you take your power back. People 2. The chronic liar. Lies are like poison to trust. Small lies, big lies, doesn't matter. Once you've been lied to, that trust is fractured. The liar may tell you they care, they've changed, but deep down, they'll lie again. When you're dealing with a chronic liar, it's not about the lie itself, it's about their character. The fact that they value their convenience over your truth. They don't care about honesty, they care about preserving their own image, even at the cost of destroying your trust. As Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." A liar robs you of your ability to live freely because they plant seeds of doubt and confusion. They make you question everything, including your own sense of reality. Let the liar go. Never give your loyalty to someone who willingly deceives you. Honor the truth and hold people accountable for their actions. You don't need to waste time on someone who builds their life on lies. People 3. The narcissist. Narcissists are experts at making everything about them. They'll make you feel like you're privileged to be in their presence, yet they'll never give you the same respect in return. They expect admiration, validation, and attention, but they don't care about you in the slightest. The Stoics taught us to value inner virtue over external praise. A narcissist, however, only seeks praise to feed their fragile ego. They thrive on attention, but never truly connect with others because they are too absorbed in their own world. Don't fall for their charm. The moment you see that someone only values you for what you can give them or how you can feed their ego, they don't deserve your respect. Narcissists will drain your energy and leave you questioning your own worth. To deal with them, create firm boundaries. Don't give them the validation they crave. Your respect is earned, not demanded. And a narcissist, with their selfish ways, has yet to earn it. People 4. The betrayer. Trust once broken can be hard to rebuild, but a betrayer doesn't even care. They'll promise loyalty and then throw you under the bus when it suits them. They'll stab you in the back when you least expect it, and it cuts deeper than any physical wound. A Stoic's life is rooted in integrity. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." A betrayer is the complete opposite of that philosophy. They will twist their morality to justify their actions, And in doing so, they show you the true darkness of their character. When someone betrays you, it's a direct reflection of their lack of honor. Cut them out of your life without hesitation. They do not deserve your loyalty, your trust, or your respect. It's painful, yes, but the betrayal of someone who claimed to care for you is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of theirs. People 5. The drama queen king. They feed off chaos. The ones who start fights, spread rumors, and create conflict just to feel important. They thrive on drama and will drag you into their toxic world just to watch you react. A Stoic keeps a calm mind in all situations. They focus on what is in their control and let go of the things that aren't. Drama queens and kings, however, are the opposite. They want to control your emotions, your reactions, and your time. They'll make everything a crisis just for attention. Stop feeding into their chaos. Stop giving them your energy. Life is far too precious to waste on people who are only looking for drama. Stay grounded in your truth, remain focused on your goals, and protect your peace. People 6. The opportunist. Opportunists see people as tools, not as human beings. They'll be your friend when they need something from you, but when the favor is returned, they disappear. They value connections only when it benefits them, and once their purpose is served, they move on. A Stoic understands the importance of reciprocity, of mutual respect and value. They give not for recognition, but for the sake of virtue. Opportunists, on the other hand, take advantage of kindness without ever considering fairness or loyalty. Recognize the opportunist early. The moment you see them using you for their personal gain, cut them loose. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you, not just when they need something, but because they value who you are. People 7. The energy vampire. These are the people who drain you without ever giving anything back. You feel exhausted after every interaction, yet they leave feeling better about themselves. They never offer solutions, only problems. They demand your time, but never give you theirs. Stoics believe in giving and receiving in balance, but energy vampires don't believe in balance. They'll take all your emotional energy and leave you empty. They never stop to consider what you might need because they are too absorbed in their own needs. Set boundaries with them and don't allow them to suck the life out of you. Be kind but firm. Protect your energy because once it's gone, you can't give it to anyone else. People 8. The fake supporter. They say they want you to succeed, but when you start climbing, they start pulling. They act supportive, but the moment you start to outshine them, they start doubting you, undermining you, or pretending to cheer you on while secretly wishing you'd fail. A true Stoic does not wish for the downfall of others. Instead, they cheer for success, even if it's not their own. The fake supporter does the opposite. They'll tell you what you want to hear, but they don't truly want to see you grow. Recognize these people early. Support is a mutual exchange. If someone is only cheering for your failures or belittling your achievements, they don't deserve your respect or your trust. Keep your circle tight and only let in those who genuinely want to see you rise. People 9. The victim. The perpetual victim. They never take responsibility for their actions. Every mistake is someone else's fault. Every hardship is because of other people, other circumstances. They are constantly complaining, but never changing. The Stoics understood that true strength lies in taking ownership of your life, your choices, and your outcomes. The victim, however, is always waiting for someone else to change the world for them. Stay far from the victim. They will drain you with their constant complaints and their refusal to take action. They will always look to blame instead of improve. Recognize the victim mentality and refuse to let it infect you. Conclusion. So there you have it. 9 types of people who are simply not worthy of your trust or respect. Remember this: your time, energy, and peace of mind are precious. Don't let anyone rob you of them. Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded in our values, to protect our inner peace, and to choose wisely who we invest in. Surround yourself with those who uplift, support, and value you. Remove the toxic ones. It's not about being cruel. It's about being wise. By letting go of those who drain you, you create space for the people who truly deserve your trust and respect. If this video spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, and let's build a community of people who choose strength, wisdom, and peace over drama, manipulation, and lies. Like, comment your thoughts below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because the truth will always set you free. And in this world, the right people are out there waiting for you. Stay strong, stay stoic, and stay true to yourself.
Of allowing yourself to rest is an essential part of your well-being. So, breathe deeply, let go of any remaining thoughts, and trust that sleep is not only your right, but your reward for all that you've accomplished today. Finally, let's consider temperance. Temperance is about balance. It's the ability to regulate our desires and actions, avoiding excess and embracing moderation. The Stoics taught that true peace comes from living a balanced life, one where we don't indulge in extremes. When it comes to sleep, temperance is essential. We often approach sleep with urgency, desperation even, especially when we're tired. We want sleep to come now, but the Stoics would advise against this rush. Sleep is a natural process, and like all natural processes, it unfolds in its own time. When we try to rush it or force it, we only create tension. Temperance means understanding that you don't need to control every aspect of your rest. Sleep will come when you allow it to. And by practicing temperance, you learn to let go of the desire to control the process. You can relax into the rhythm of your breath, trusting that your body knows exactly what to do. Temperance also means not allowing distractions to pull you away from rest. It's so easy to reach for your phone, to check the time, to scroll through endless social media feeds. But by exercising temperance, you choose to disconnect from these distractions, knowing that they only keep your mind active and prevent you from truly resting. Instead, you focus on your breath, on the present moment, and on the simple act of allowing your body to relax. As you do this, you create the perfect conditions for deep, restorative sleep. The more you practice temperance in your daily life, the easier it becomes to embrace the peaceful rhythm of sleep without rushing, without anxiety, and without excess. As you lie there, reflecting on these Stoic virtues, imagine how they can shape your approach to sleep. Wisdom helps you clear your mind and focus on what truly matters. Courage allows you to face your fears and release anxiety. Justice encourages you to honor your need for rest and relaxation. Temperance reminds you to find balance, letting go of the desire to control and simply allowing sleep to unfold. These virtues, when practiced consistently, create a life of peace, both in your waking hours and in your sleep. So tonight, as you lie in bed, take a moment to honor these virtues within yourself. Recognize that you are worthy of rest, that you have the wisdom, courage, and temperance to find peace, and that sleep will come when you allow it to. With each deep breath, feel yourself becoming more in tune with your body, more at peace with your mind, and more aligned with the natural rhythm of rest. Trust that sleep is your reward for living according to these virtues, and as you embrace them, you open the door to deep, restorative sleep. As we continue our peaceful journey tonight, let's explore the power of empathy and forgiveness, both of which are deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism doesn't just focus on personal virtue in terms of wisdom, courage, and self-control. Also encourages us to treat others with understanding and compassion. It teaches us that one of the keys to finding inner peace and calm is letting go of resentment and the need to hold grudges. It's not always easy, especially when we've been hurt or wronged by others. But the Stoics knew that forgiveness was not about excusing the behavior of others. Rather, it was about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden that comes with holding on to anger, resentment, and hurt. Think about the times when you've held on to a grudge, lying in bed with feelings of bitterness or frustration toward someone. These negative emotions can have a huge impact on your ability to sleep. The more we focus on how someone wronged us, the more we allow those negative emotions to take up mental and emotional space, leaving us unable to truly relax. The Stoics, however, understood that the one thing we truly have control over is how we respond to others. We can choose to let go of negative emotions and free ourselves from the weight of holding on to them. Imagine lying in bed tonight, feeling the emotional tension of the day slowly draining from your body. As you breathe deeply, reflect on any resentments or grudges you may be carrying. With each breath, allow yourself to release them. You don't need to justify the wrongs or make them right. You simply need to let them go, not for the sake of the person who wronged you, but for your own peace. In Stoic terms, this is about recognizing that we are all imperfect and that we cannot control the actions of others. But we can control how we let those actions affect us. Forgiveness is the release of that control, letting go of the desire for retribution or correction, and choosing to accept things as they are. By doing so, you free yourself from the emotional weight that holds you back from finding peace. And once you've let go, you create space for your mind and body to relax fully, allowing sleep to come naturally. In Stoic thought, forgiveness is closely tied to the understanding that everyone is acting according to their own perceptions and experiences. No one is perfect, and everyone has their own struggles. We all make mistakes, and in some cases, we hurt others without meaning to, just as we may have been hurt by others. The Stoics taught us to approach others with compassion, understanding that their actions are often reflections of their own internal struggles, not of who they are as a person. This perspective can help us find empathy even toward those who may have wronged us. Imagine, for a moment, that you're lying in bed thinking about a difficult conversation or situation with someone. Instead of focusing on the hurt or frustration they caused you, try to put yourself in their shoes. What were they feeling? What might they have been going through that led to their behavior? While this doesn't excuse hurtful actions, it can help you see the situation from a more balanced and compassionate perspective. When you open yourself up to empathy, you remove the emotional weight that prevents you from moving forward. You stop seeing the person as an antagonist and instead recognize their humanity. This shift in perspective doesn't only ease your mind, but it also brings peace. It allows you to forgive and release any negativity that might otherwise keep you awake, and by doing so, you free yourself to rest peacefully. Empathy, as the Stoics teach, is not about excusing behavior, but about seeing the world through others' eyes and choosing to respond with understanding rather than anger or frustration. And as you lie in bed tonight, practicing this kind of empathy toward others, you will find that forgiveness and peace naturally follow. This act of letting go, of releasing negative emotions and forgiving others, is closely linked to the Stoic idea of acceptance. As we've discussed before, Stoicism teaches us to accept things as they are, what happens to us, the actions of others, and even our own limitations. But this is not about passivity or resignation. It's about recognizing that we can only control ourselves and that we are at peace with whatever comes our way. When we practice forgiveness, we accept that the wrongs of others are part of life, and instead of fighting against them, we let them go. This act of acceptance is not easy, especially when we feel wronged, but the Stoics would argue that it's essential for our peace of mind. When you forgive, you stop carrying the weight of resentment. You stop letting the past define your present, and in that release, you create space for the present moment. In the context of sleep, this acceptance of the past, of letting go of grudges and emotional burdens, clears your mind and allows you to relax. When you are no longer fixated on past hurts, you are able to fully immerse yourself in the quiet of the night, free from the emotional distractions that prevent you from resting. So, as you lie in bed, breathe deeply and visualize yourself, releasing any lingering anger, frustration, or hurt. See it melting away with every exhale. Trust that, by forgiving, you are doing it not for the other person, but for your own well-being, your own peace. This is the heart of Stoic philosophy, choosing peace over strife, acceptance over resistance, and understanding over judgment as we move closer to sleep. Take a moment to reflect on your journey tonight. You've already practiced self-control, mindfulness, acceptance, and forgiveness. You've allowed the wisdom of Stoic teachings to guide you toward inner peace. And now, as you let go of all the distractions, you are ready to rest. Sleep is not something to force. It is a natural process that will come when you create the conditions for it, by releasing negativity, by being present, by embracing the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Each breath you take is an invitation to let go of the day and embrace the calm of the night. Each exhale is a reminder that you are safe, you are at peace, and you are exactly where you need to be. As you allow yourself to relax, let go of any remaining tensions and surrender to the rhythm of your breath. Trust that sleep will come naturally in its own time. And with that, you can rest deeply, knowing that you have practiced the Stoic virtues. Let go of the emotional burdens and embraced the peace of the present moment. Your mind and body are ready for rest. Allow yourself to drift into sleep, knowing that you are at peace, and that peace will carry you through the night. As we move toward the final steps of our peaceful journey tonight, let's focus on the importance of resilience in Stoic philosophy and how it can deeply influence our ability to sleep. Resilience, in the Stoic sense, is not just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about embracing life's challenges with grace, composure, and an unwavering commitment to doing what is right, regardless of external circumstances. The Stoics believed that life would inevitably bring challenges, hardships, and obstacles. Yet, they also believed that these challenges were not barriers to our peace, but opportunities to strengthen our inner character. Imagine, as you lie in bed, reflecting on the struggles of your day or perhaps your past. Think about the obstacles you've faced, the hardships you've endured, and the times you felt overwhelmed or defeated. Now, instead of seeing these moments as burdens, imagine them as stepping stones, each one building your resilience, helping you grow stronger and more grounded. Stoic resilience teaches us that suffering is part of the human experience, but it does not define us. What defines us is our ability to endure, to persevere, and to rise above our circumstances with strength and integrity. This is not about avoiding pain or pretending that hardship doesn't affect us. It's about how we respond to it. Resilience is built when we accept that life will not always go according to plan, but we can choose to face whatever comes with courage, composure, and a calm mind. As you reflect on this resilience, Imagine it as a quiet strength within you, a force that allows you to stay grounded, no matter what challenges arise. You don't need to fight against life's struggles. You can simply accept them, knowing that you have the strength to endure and the wisdom to learn from them. This is how the Stoics viewed life's difficulties, not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. So tonight, as you lie in bed, imagine yourself embracing all of life's challenges with this kind of Stoic resilience. Let go of any remaining tension in your body, knowing that no matter what life throws your way, you are more than capable of handling it. As you continue to relax, consider how resilience plays a key role in letting go of the past and preparing for restful sleep. So often, we carry the weight of our mistakes, regrets, and what-ifs into the night. These lingering thoughts can keep us awake, ruminating over actions we can no longer change. But the Stoics taught that we must learn from the past without letting it control our present or our future. Resilience means not allowing our past mistakes or regrets to define us, but instead using them as tools for growth. Think of it this way: each moment, each day, offers us a chance to be better, to rise higher. Your mistakes do not diminish your worth. They do not make you less deserving of rest or peace. Rather, they are part of your journey, teaching you valuable lessons that help you build resilience over time. As you lie in bed tonight, reflect on any regrets you may be carrying, any moments from the past that are still weighing on your mind. Now, gently release them. You cannot change the past, but you can choose how you let it affect you. Picture these regrets as clouds in the sky, drifting away with each breath you take. With every inhale, feel the weight of the past lifting. With each exhale, let go of any lingering self-judgment or guilt. Your journey is ongoing, and the person you are right now is capable, strong, and deserving of rest. As you release the past, you make space for peaceful sleep, free from the burdens of yesterday. Resilience teaches us that no matter how many times we fall, we have the strength to rise again. And in this moment, you rise above the past, allowing yourself to rest, knowing that you are growing stronger with every breath. Resilience also means understanding that not everything in life is within our control. One of the key teachings of Stoicism is recognizing the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. So much of our stress, especially at night, comes from trying to control the uncontrollable, whether it's our thoughts, our circumstances, or the future. But the Stoics would remind us that the only thing truly within our control is our own mind, our own response to the world around us. When you lie in bed, thinking about everything that could go wrong, everything that might happen tomorrow, take a moment to ask yourself, what can I control? The answer is often very little. What you can control is how you choose to react to these thoughts. You can choose to let them go, to let go of the anxiety and worry that keep you awake. Resilience is about accepting that the future is uncertain, and that's okay. Instead of worrying about what might happen, you can choose to trust that whatever comes your way, you will handle it with calm and wisdom. This perspective is incredibly freeing. When you let go of the need to control everything, you free yourself from the stress and anxiety that often accompany the unknown. As you settle into your bed tonight, feel the peace that comes with this. Acceptance. You don't need to control the future. You don't need to figure everything out right now. You can simply rest, knowing that you are resilient enough to face whatever comes your way. And with that understanding, you open yourself to deep, restorative sleep. Another vital aspect of resilience is the ability to be patient with ourselves. The Stoics recognize that growth and change take time, and they emphasize the importance of patience in their teachings. When we are too hard on ourselves, when we demand perfection, we create unnecessary stress. The Stoics taught us to be kind to ourselves, to accept that we will make mistakes, and that these mistakes are opportunities for growth, not reasons for self-criticism. Imagine, as you lie in bed, that you are practicing patience with yourself. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect. What matters is that you are striving to be the best version of yourself. In the context of sleep, this means allowing yourself the grace to rest without feeling guilty or restless about not being productive. Sleep is just as important as work, and it's essential for your well-being. When you practice resilience, you also practice patience with yourself. You trust that rest is an important part of your growth, and you embrace it fully. As you relax, let go of any pressure to be perfect, to have everything figured out. Instead, focus on the present moment, the stillness of the night, and the opportunity to rest and rejuvenate. You are exactly where you need to be. With each breath, allow yourself to sink deeper into this peaceful state, free from the demands of the day and the pressure of the future. You are resilient, capable, and deserving of rest. Sleep will come naturally when you allow it to, and with that trust, you let go and drift into peaceful slumber. As you lie there, reflecting on the resilience within you, feel the deep sense of strength and peace that comes from accepting yourself, your past, and the present moment. You are capable of facing any challenge, of weathering any storm, and of finding calm even in the midst of uncertainty. And now, as you prepare to sleep, you can rest easy knowing that your resilience will carry you through whatever the future holds. Sleep will come when it's ready, and in the meantime, you can relax and trust in the process. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into the calm, knowing that you are in control of your response to the world, and that response is one of peace, patience, and resilience. As we approach the final stretch of tonight's journey, let's slow things down and explore the power of reflection and wind down. Throughout this experience, we've touched on various Stoic principles: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, empathy, forgiveness, resilience, all of which help us achieve greater peace, clarity, and ultimately restful sleep. But now, in these final moments before sleep fully takes hold, it's important to bring everything together and reflect on what we've experienced, allowing our mind to soften, to let go, and to fully surrender to the stillness of the night. Reflection, in Stoic terms, is about looking inward and observing our thoughts, actions, and emotions with clarity, without judgment. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, frequently wrote in his journals about the importance of self-reflection as a tool for growth and understanding. He didn't view reflection as a way of criticizing himself, but rather as a means of recognizing his imperfections and striving to be better. This practice is powerful for sleep because it allows us to let go of the mental clutter that often keeps us awake. As you lie in bed, think about your day. What were the moments where you felt connected, calm, and at peace? And what were the moments where you felt tension, anxiety, or frustration? There's no need to dwell on them or judge yourself. Simply observe them. Recognizing the flow of your emotions, the highs and lows, gives you the opportunity to let them go. The Stoics would encourage you to reflect not with criticism, but with understanding. You're not perfect, and that's okay. But by reflecting on the day and learning from it, you are becoming a better version of yourself. In this moment, as you lie in bed, reflect with kindness, accepting your humanity and your growth. You are not defined by your mistakes, but by how you learn from them. And by practicing this reflection, you are also preparing your mind for the peaceful rest it deserves. As you reflect, bring your attention to the idea of release. Release, in Stoic terms, is about letting go of what we cannot control, whether it's a past event, a future worry, or a lingering emotion. We all carry baggage, whether it's in the form of regrets, anxieties, or unresolved thoughts. But the Stoics would remind us that these things don't need to weigh us down. We don't need to carry them with us, especially when we're preparing for sleep. Tonight, as you reflect, ask yourself, what can I let go of? What do I no longer need to carry? You may be holding on to things that no longer serve you, emotions from the past, fears of the future, or thoughts that simply don't matter. As you breathe deeply, imagine letting these things float away, leaving you lighter and more at ease. Picture them as clouds drifting across the sky, moving further and further away with each exhale. This practice of release is essential for restful sleep because it allows you to clear the mental and emotional space necessary for relaxation. When we hold on to things, we prevent ourselves from fully experiencing the present moment. But when we let go, we create the space for peace to enter. So tonight, as you reflect, practice release. Let go of whatever is unnecessary and allow yourself to be fully present, fully at peace, fully ready for rest. Another important Stoic principle that aids in sleep is gratitude. The Stoics recognized that life is full of challenges, but they also understood the importance of acknowledging what we have and being thankful for it. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, often wrote about the importance of focusing on what we have rather than what we lack. This practice of gratitude can be incredibly powerful before sleep. As you lie in bed, think about the things you're grateful for, both big and small. Maybe it's the warmth of your bed, the comfort of your pillow, or the quiet of the night. Maybe it's the support of friends or family, or the simple act of being alive. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right, from what's missing to what's already here. And when we focus on what's good, we invite more peace into our lives. Gratitude is a powerful tool for rest because it allows us to let go of the stress and anxiety of the day and focus on the positive aspects of our lives. As you breathe deeply, take a moment to savor the feeling of gratitude. Feel it in your chest, in your heart, as you appreciate everything that you have. Gratitude opens the door to peace, and with that peace, sleep naturally follows. You don't need to focus on the problems of the day or the challenges ahead. Instead, simply reflect on what's good, what's working, and what you have to be thankful for. When you practice gratitude, you invite rest and relaxation into your life. The final piece of this peaceful journey is the quiet realization that you've done enough. In the fast-paced world we live in, it's easy to feel like we're constantly running, constantly striving, and never truly at rest. But the Stoics would remind us that peace comes not from external achievements, but from the ability to recognize that we are enough, just as we are. As you lie in bed tonight, remind yourself that you have done enough for today. There's no need to rush through life, no need to constantly do more. The Stoics taught that a life of virtue is enough, no matter what happens in the external world. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to chase perfection. Tonight, give yourself permission to rest. You are enough. Your worth is not measured by your productivity or accomplishments. Your worth is inherent in who you are. And as you lie in bed, allow yourself to rest in the knowledge that you are enough, that you have done enough, and that rest is exactly what you deserve. As we bring this journey to a close, let's take a final moment to embrace the peace that comes with acceptance, reflection, release, and gratitude. You have practiced the Stoic virtues, tonight: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance, empathy, forgiveness, resilience, and each of them has helped guide you toward this moment. Now, as you lie in bed, you can trust that sleep will come naturally. There's no need to force it. There's no need to chase it. You have already done the work of preparing your mind and body for rest. And now, you can allow yourself to surrender to the peaceful rhythm of sleep. Let go of any remaining tension. Let go of the need to control. Trust that sleep will come when it's ready. Allow yourself to drift off peacefully, knowing that you have practiced everything necessary for rest. And with that, you can sleep deeply, knowing that tomorrow is a new day, and tonight is a time for peace, rest, and rejuvenation.